B.
So you would like to make it B? I don't think so. Let's prove together why C is correct. Now let's find something. When you find the semicolon like that, you should know that after it's an explanation to something mentioned before. So the word you needed, it's already explained here. What is explained here? Is that proverbial? No, because proverbial does not make sense. You know, proverb, it's related to proverb. You know, proverb, it's a common saying between people, a common conception, you see. But here it does not make sense that the charter was a proverb. What controversial, as you know, they were controversy. They were argue about something. They were disagreement. Yes, the following does not make sense because he said here, Brown the charger asserted. So there is no any argument here or they disagree about something. So that means he is wrong. Orthodox. What means orthodox? It's a common word means they know when I say, if I say, for example, this person is orthodox, it means he is not open-minded. Do we say that the charter was not open-minded? No. Was it strict to rules? No. Traditional? No. So it does not make sense. So what helped me the structure? Semicolon means this is explanation to something mentioned before. So your answer must be here. That's why. So letter C it is correct. Again, why C correct? If I say the chapter was progressive, it means was in development. You see, something or in continuation. Indeed, as he mentioned, asserted sectarian differences of opinions shall not make any part of the public classical instructions. It's in progress. Feel it? That's right. So let us see. Now let's try the next. Have your time.
A.
So letter A is the best answer. Now tell me what helps you creating subject verb. What is the subject and this is the object? What creating impression of Spain? The action before that the newspapers freely reported. So the entire situation, you know it, so freely reported. So free reporting about the outbreak of this pandemic, make what about in Spain? Make it it's false because it's not epicenter. It's all over the world, as he mentioned. That's why. Let me help you for some vocab. You know misnomer? Nom means fact. Misnomer means disinformation, false information, for example. The word bully, any word that has bully, we are talking about violence, war, fighting, killing, blood. So I see the belligerent comparison, right? Yes. The word press, any word that has press, it means you press to stop something. To come to suppress the bad news, it means they wouldn't like anyone to know it. They closed on it, they hide it. Why? Is to maintain morale. What is morale? The common behavior of the people in the country. Feel it? So that's why, as happened in coronavirus. Now let's try the next. Have your time.
A.
So you would like to make it A, and the letter A, no. Remember, letter A, it's always it. If you focus on this part, they need to be decoupled. And here he said imposes coupling. So this means here they are opposite. So persistent or inconsistent. Persistent, just like opposite to inconsistent. Do you see? Yes. And the A will be consequential means just like it continues. But this is part is not a consequential of something mentioned before. So that's it. But we have a problem. What means this word transient? It means temporary for a short time of period, but it does not that demands for a short period. So this one out of context, right? So here it must be inconsistent. Okay. Let's the next. There is some sounds around here. Is there anyone studying or talking to you?
انت Be quiet يا اما تطلع بره. Shut up.
All right, if she is your sister, can you ask her nicely? Be quiet.
No, you're not even ask me nicely.
Yeah, because you are the queen of home, you should, use strict rules. Yeah. Now, let me help you. Now, what is the answer? Verb. Find the subject and object quickly to help you. Now, in sum of before, okay, English astronomical pioneer, this person subject, did what about the existence of black holes? Bodies so big, so this is a definition for what black holes. Bodies so big that even light could not escape from them. All right, so now I didn't know what did he do about the existence. So he established, he proved or refuted, proved it to be wrong, or recanted. It means just like withdraw his opinion. It means he said something wrong and then he said, I'm so sorry, I was wrong, so it's correct. Or surmised means he guessed something. Let's wait, we don't know. Mitchell's wild guess. Oh, but what did he do? Wild guess. What means the guess here? Surmised. That's it. Feel it? So, guess depended on simplistic calculation. Very simple and not clear. That assume all of these, it tells you it's about guessing. Such a body might have the same density of the sun. Do you imagine? So,
Yeah.
about the existence, he just like guessed. And I told you about this is word before. Do you remember the word conjecture? Conjecture. This is one of the word of the test maker. Conjecture here could be like a scanty evidence, something, this very small evidence or not proved evidence. You see? Remember, we can have evidence, but perhaps it's not proved by experiment. So scanty evidence like very small, it's not clear, not enough. To conjecture based on guess. And the writer already helped us for his wild guess. That's one. And it's the same person. So related to the same subject. So it must be. But so surmise their vocab for conjecture or guess. But why not be me? So why not be? This is a good question. Because refute means disprove. So it's not logical in this context because he did not prove it is wrong. You see, he guessed. He guessed. And after studying calculations, he proved because he said here concluded. Dark star would form when its diameter exceeds the sun's by a factor. So he proved at the end, not disprove. So remember, refute means to prove that something is wrong. Here, this proved. We don't have any information to say that he disproves the existence. He proved it already. You feel, but he guessed at the beginning. That's why it was so surmised. This is how the decision maker think and how the writer writes. So always follow the structure. Now let's try the next. Have your time, try.
D.
Letter D or letter B?
Mhm.
Now let's see why, and it's a common word. You know the word undermined? Undermined what it means weaken to prove that something is wrong. He said she undermined such views, just like to prove that it's not correct, by describing the central role women played by Native Americans. So the subject is she. What did she do for the such views? By describing. So by describing the central role, she proved it. So she proved that such views is wrong. And what are the views? He said the view of, you see, the cultural view or the dominant cultural view of Native American societies were biased and that. Do you know biased? Just like only for one side. This is not, not fair. So she weakened or proved that something is wrong. So undermined. If you make it A or D, it's opposite because A and D to prove it. But she was against this point. You feel it? That's why she wrote in her novel or her work about the central role women played in the cultures. So we give you two answers opposite, and the letter C, it does not make sense. She protested, because the word protest has a sense of fighting against publicly by protesting or demonstrations, you see, and especially for the injustice or unjust law, as you know the context. But here it
Mhm.
describes the view. This is means it could be related to this is what, even though the word protest sometimes it means you disagree, but it's not for the views. Feel it? When I say a group of students protested in the California University for supporting the children's care. So this is could be because they protested, they go on the ground. But here it says, so find the subject, find the object, find the verb that can help you. Feel it?
Yeah.
Now let's try the next.
D. D.
So letter D, let me help. Where is the subject? They. What does they refer to? parasites. What is this truth about parasites are costly for their host and they do what for the resources? Manage the resources for their own growth, production, and survival with no reward for the host? How? So
Mhm.
if you do something with no reward for the host, what is this? Something bad. How manage it? It's opposite. So let it is wrong. Optimize does not work. If I don't understand this sentence, you can read the following to know more definition or ideas about what's going on. What did they do with the resources? Now, given the cost of parasitism, what is the cost? The cost here it means parasites could lose something or use something and keep the host out of. So the cost of parasitism, hosts are expected to evolve with defense mechanisms. So this means the host don't like parasites. Yes or no? Yes. So they evolve the defense mechanism aiming limiting the negative effect of if a subject here did something bad to the resource. Something bad, so any something positive here wrong. So both of them wrong. Now you are between A and B. If you know what means A, you can answer it in a second. Squander means to waste. So do we explain here they waste resources or they use it negatively? So A is wrong, so A is correct. And what means divert? They it changes the direction. The parasites come to an environment. So imagine like some rats left a place to go to another place. When they go to the new place, they eat everything and they leave the animals of the new place. This is called, we call them parasites. You feel it? And general in science, that parasites is plant on animal, use the source of another animal, or live on another animal. Do you see it? But
Yeah.
I so what I use here the structure, subject, verb, object, and I use the tone. The tone is negative, so anything positive, delete it. This can help you. Found it? That's
Yes.
good. Now let's try the next. Take your time. He needs the main purpose.
C.
You would like to make it C, but I think C it is correct. Yes. Number one, let's find evidence. Is it description? Yeah, we have descriptive language and details. About what? How? That's it. Now, we don't have comparisons, contrast to talk about the differences and similarities between two things. And we're not talking about the origin, not all the paragraph about the origin, as you know. So that is, and of course, we're not talking about the difference between them. So that is right. Now, number 8, the function.
ممكن تقولي كلمة أقولش.
Are you talking to me?
No, Farah. I'm my sister.
Your Farah is your sister?
Yeah.
So welcome her so much. But if she wants to stay in your room, she must answer with us.
لا شو. She
Ah,
says nothing.
so that is to share the goodness and to share the happiness or sadness. Now ask her to answer this question.
تعالي Farah. Bye bye.
You are always welcomed.
Bye. She
This,
left.
this is the rule of staying in our room. This is stuck room.
She left.
Yeah, that is. Let me help you for this question. It must be letter C. It justifies. What means it justifies? To give reasons for something. The authors hope that is suggested in earlier sentence. So, does it work? With the earlier sentence expresses the author's hope that his knowledge help us have an earlier understanding of Mars. The underline gives the reason those mysteries are not mysteries to the narrator. See, as he mentioned, these mysteries to you, but no longer mysteries to me. But this means I hope that they are not mysteries. So even does this part prove something mentioned before? Yes. Feel it?
Yeah.
So that is right. Text means you can focus on the sentence itself. Look, the first sentence, the second sentence. So this is sentence, the second one, related to the preface. So I can focus only on this part. Do you feel? Yeah, there is a hope in this in the first part. Yes, and this is one. It could be good reasons why. Yes, so that's right. If you are not sure about C, try to prove the others. He said, gives the reason, gives the reason for the author statement in the first sentence. No, in the same sentence here, not the first. But that means all the answer correct, but except this word. It's not related to the first. So these are remember, it justifies means it gives reasons, but not to the first sentence. You feel it? Yes. Again,
Yes.
an exception. Exception means something opposite. So this is exception to the author's claim. No, this is support the claim of that he hopes. As he mentioned, no longer Mr. Strange. This means I hope. Do you know it?
Mhm.
And of course, it's not the rationale because it justifies means the rationale. Okay, but it's not the second sentence. Just need test maker give me the point to know it's wrong or correct. So it's not the second. Here it's not an exception. Here it's on the first, and here it is correct. Okay. Number 9, it's a try. Again,
C.
letter C, I don't think so.
Wait. B.
So that is the point.
Mm.
So B is correct. Yes. Right. What helped me? The expression that he said this resulted in. If that is consequences or something before. Feel it? So consequences means the effect. So that is right. Now poetry, as we expected, mean purpose.
B.
So you think the answer is letter B and the B final decision? No, it must be letter D. It's about indifference to difficulties. What means indifference? Uninterest, ignorance. He does not care. You know, we have a common word for this one. It could be indifference, right? So uninterest. You know the word uninterest? Or the word apathy. Do you know apathy? He does not care. So do you have any ideas about that? Yes. Look, for this one, he said, not to open, well, I will yield. It means I will not surrender to the autumn. I don't care. Not the winter even. Means he doesn't care about the autumn or the winter. I don't care about the conditions of them. I will not surrender. I will not submit. I will not be under control of autumn or winter. Yes. Feel it? As he said, let autumn fall on me. I don't care. Feel it? That's what. So he explains more about the difficulties due to his love for his travel. So he loves to travel, whatever the condition of autumn and winter. That's what. But woes means fears. But we don't have about fears, you know, or any expressions or details about fears. Feel it? That is. And now, give me seconds. I'm going to send you a new link to answer the next one. Or you can answer until I send you. Come on.